Kimi into Barcola, 2-0.
Before looking at PSG's transition attacks, let's first examine Chelsea's pressing structure in the second leg of the UCL tie. When PSG play the ball out to the flank, Chelsea's mid-block shifts to the left with the movement of the ball. As the possessor plays a back pass, Chelsea switch into a man-oriented press and begin to apply pressure to disrupt PSG's build-up. When the ball is played back once again, this time all the way to the goalkeeper, Chelsea's pressing line pushes even higher. PSG then try to switch play to the left through short passes, but Chelsea continue to maintain an aggressive, high, man-oriented press, blocking all nearby passing lanes. As the possessor sends the ball toward the left side, Chelsea trigger a side trap, with two players immediately closing down to win the ball back. One of PSG's strategies is to launch transition attacks through the goalkeeper's long kick when the opposition are positioned high up the pitch. The opposition are already positioned high up the pitch. Instead of building up through short passes, the goalkeeper chooses to bypass the opposition block with a long kick and send the ball directly into the final third. You can see the opposition block immediately forced to retreat in a hurry after having pushed so high. With this long kick, PSG are able to reach the area near the box in one action and create a 1v1 situation against a defender. The defender fails to win the ball cleanly and is then forced into a duel for the loose ball with PSG's winger. In the end, the winger uses his dynamic superiority to win the duel and turn the situation into a shot, which is then finished as a goal. Next is a counter-attack that begins with Vitinha after regaining possession in the defensive third and is completed by exploiting Barcola's dynamic superiority. The opposition play the ball into the right side of PSG's box, but Vitinha cuts it out. Vitinha immediately plays a pass into space to launch the counter-attack. Barcola uses his dynamic superiority to burst forward at speed. Even though two opponents sprint back at full speed to stop him, they are unable to catch up. Barcola continues to drive the ball forward all the way toward the box. In the end, he reaches the box with ease and finishes the move with a dangerous shot.
To try and go all the way here, and he does, but Sanchez...
This time, it is a counter-attack that begins with Vitinha and develops through combination play with the winger. This time, as the opposition attempt a forward pass, PSG's first defender presses aggressively. When the possessor releases the ball in an unstable situation, PSG immediately trigger a trap, with three players collapsing on the ball. The opposition managed to escape the pressure for a moment, but PSG eventually succeed in winning the ball back and quickly find Vitinha. Vitinha plays the ball to the winger and then moves closer to offer a passing option. As two defenders jump out to trap the winger, PSG use Vitinha to create a combination play, and the winger escapes his marker with an off-the-ball movement. Even in a tight space, Vitinha delivers an excellent pass beyond the defender into space, launching the counter-attack. At the same time, three attackers in the center sprint toward the box to join the counter. The ball carrier quickly reaches the left half space, and when two defenders step out to pressure him, he cuts the ball back toward the now free central area of the box. Although two defenders immediately rush in and the initial shot is not converted, the second ball falls to another PSG attacker. Mayulu reacts first and finishes it with a shot for the goal.
To Hakimi's Mayulu! 3-0.
This time, it is a counter-attack that develops after regaining possession and exploits the fullback's overlapping run. As the opposition try to play forward, PSG respond with a full man-oriented press, aggressively blocking not only the possessor, but also every nearby passing lane. The opposition eventually make a misplaced pass and lose the ball. PSG then immediately find Emery to launch the counter-attack. At the same time, the attacker positioned near the halfway line makes a diagonal run to distract the defenders. Emery drives forward quickly with the ball on the right diagonal. While the opposition defenders focus on the ball carrier and the forward attacker, the right fullback makes a rapid overlapping run. Another attacker also makes a run into the center of the box. After drawing the defenders in, Emery plays the ball to the now free fullback. As two defenders rush across, the fullback releases the ball to the free Barcola. Although three defenders close him down, Barcola gets the shot off quickly and turns it into a goal.
Hakimi into Barcola!